Morning, 0pence here. Today I'm going to show you how to make a budget sheath for a knife. You might buy the knife and you haven't got a sheath for it yet, and you might just want to make something that stops you from digging into things and cutting yourself, so you can carry it in your pack. Well, this is one of those sheaths. It's not gonna take a very long time to make, and it's not going to cost you. Right, we start off with the knife. This knife is called the woodchuck, and I like it so much the way it's turned out. Me and James made this knife together and I really like it, and it's been a little bit of a fight between me and him who's going to have it, but I'm using it for now, put it that way. And it's a nice piece of kit. Had a few people commenting on it at the Chili show this weekend. Really nice piece of kit, but the sheath on it is not that good, and most people like to choose and buy their own sheath. So to try and match up, by trying to make a budget sheath that people will use when they buy the knife, and then when they fancy, or the sheath wears out, they fancy getting another one, they can do so at their own time, but they still have a way of carrying it. And this is my budget sheath. Firstly, you have to start off with a pattern and make sure it's accurate, because if it's not, you'll waste leather and you don't want to do that. Now, this is the first part of it. I've cut it out, folded it, made sure it works, and whatever way you fold this and cut this out on the leather is what way it's going to hang. So left hand carry is folded one way and right hand carry is folded the other. Don't get the two mixed up. But it's as simple as that. And now what I'm going to do is punch the holes in the pattern and then cut out the leather. Now you can see the pattern's finished. All the holes are punched out and they all line up. Just all you do is you fold it and punch one lot of holes down that side, open it up, and they all line up, guaranteed. Now after that you need to cut out your leather. I'm about to do that now. I'm going to mark it out and cut it out, and for that you need a marker pen, and this is my marker pen. These marker pens are pro markers. They're not cheap, but they have two ends. One is a flat bar end, as you can see, and that one does all kinds of calligraphy writing and everything else, and the other one is a fine end, and this is the one that we use for marking out the holes. There it is on your leather, all marked out, ready for cutting out, which I will do shortly. There it is. It's all cut out and marked out. Now I have to punch the holes. And once the holes are punched, it's ready to go together. And here it is, with all the holes cut out and ready to rock. And the next thing you need is a piece of leather lacing. Which I'm going to cut out now. a piece of leather lacing to hold all this together, and I'm going to just weave it through and stitch it all up, and then when I come back I should bear some resemblance to a knife sheath. And this is how you start to bring it all together. As long as it's just threaded through there underneath, not actually into the leather at the back, otherwise you won't get your knife in. Now that's the start of it. So weave it all the way down here and bring it all together, tick it off at the bottom. There's no glue, no anything, it holds together really well. You don't want to glue it because it will sort of pucker it all up. So here you are. This is going to be the sheath for my woodchuck. Right, two things that I have to show you. That when you feed the leather through, you must make sure that it's firmly pulled through, but not so tight that it puckers your leather or it'll look awful. But it has to be quite firm. As you can see, they're quite pulled through quite firmly, and you can see the angular cut that I've put on both ends of this leather lace, so that it's easy to feed through the holes. And that's all you need to do. You just got to use a bit of thought, because then you'll have a really nice sheath at the end of this. You just follow the instructions that I'm giving you. Right, in front of me is the sheath, and at the end here, as you can see, you've got a piece of waste. Now don't cut this off, because I'm going to show you what to do with it. I'm going to weave it up here. When it's done, it gives the sheath a very nice finish. Well, there it is, the finished sheath. Piece tucked up inside to keep it out of the way, and a little tie that will be cut in half. There'll be a little bit of decoration on the top and under, keep it all in place, and after a bit of use that'll all sit down quite nicely. Only has to get damp once or something like that, and it'll be okay. It's not made out of the thickest of leather, but it will stop your knife from cutting into you or your kit. There you are, the knife sheath for the woodchuck. And the belt loops on the back, so it can go on a belt. It's not the most robust of sheaths, but it will work. It won't snap on you, and it'll last a fair while until you get yourself a more robust one. But there you are, sheath for my woodchuck. I think it looks quite snazzy. And there you are, and I'll show you some of the tools that you'll need to make this. They are one pair of pliers, one hole punch, and they're needle nose pliers, one good set of scissors, these are spring loaded ones, and a marker pen, and pattern. And there you are. And with that, you should be able to make yourself one of these. 0 pence. Thanks for watching. Hope you found that useful. See you later.